Ho ho buddies from Borderline Games, I'm Gareth and today we're playing the 100 Line, Last Defense Academy, and this is episode 3. Last time, we saw Darumi get killed by a weird Digimon creature, and then it turns out that we can't die because she was just brought back to life. And then, we were told that we're going to go to the cafeteria for, I don't know, some kind of Lunchables or something cool like that. I am currently upstairs. We've moved the our small. If I wanted to say, if I wanted to be bold, I'd say it was a studio. If I wanted to not be bold, I'd probably just say my table and my mics upstairs. So we've just moved the tables and mics upstairs, which means that I'm currently talking into the mic with the right side of my face, and normally I speak into the mic with the left-hand side of my face, so it feels weird. I wonder whether the right-hand side of my face sounds any different from the left-hand side of my face? Let me know in the comments. We are going to find the cafeteria. We've got to go to the first floor cafeteria, but first of all, let's see what's upstairs. Hey, I said no detours. Make your way to the cafeteria. Cafeteria, pronto! Okay, down we go. We can't go this way then, I guess. Hey, it's not stopping me here. Ugh. Siri. Okay, fine. I guess we're going this way. Okay, so down here. Down to the first floor. So which way then? Not that way. Cafeteria is over this way. Forgot that you could run. Who's that guy? Cool. I like this floor. These hieroglyphics. Cafeteria. Here it is. The school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Although it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order whatever you want. It's your party after all. Alright. Our handy-dandy Rationomatic will create any kind of food you desire. It slices, it dices, it also makes julienne fries. You want ramen, burgers, steak, sushi. It all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower, desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. That's so sad. Speaking as a grandpa's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it.
I think I'm gonna stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt.
I'm a little worried about whether this stuff is really safe to eat, but I'm hungry enough that I'm willing to risk it. 1 hour later. Man, that hit the spot. I ain't never had anything this fancy before. It wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it. Hey, you're too young for alcohol. Just because you've got an attitude doesn't mean you got special treatment. Uh-huh. What's with that snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? I ain't afraid of breaking no laws. Or ghosts, for that matter. I'm talking about your health here, dumbass. That stuff can seriously mess you up if your body's not used to it, you know? What's so funny? You think you're better than me or something?
And more importantly, why did these guys get the 5-star treatment while we're stuck with dry bread?
Eating this is actually making me hungry. It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight. That won't work on me or my dear sister. We've lived through hardship much worse than this. Don't remind me.
I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is too good for a human cockroach like me.
Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any ideas, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. You've thought of everything, haven't you? Sorry, I hope it doesn't look like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it. You're not the one who's at fault here. Now, if you've all eaten your fill, what say we get back on topic? Alright, let's talk to him. Alright, let me start from the beginning. Last Defense Academy lies somewhere outside of the Tokyo residential complex where you've all been living up until now. Of course, its exact location is a highly classified military secret, very hush-hush. The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains a mystery, but we do know that they've after a certain special something concealed in this very school. This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into Invader hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. To avoid this, we've drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from the Invaders. To make things easier for you to mobilize in the case of an attack, you'll all be living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions, or do you guys want to chow down some more?
Wait, go over that last part again. We're really supposed to live here from now on.
Until further notice is awfully vague. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here. Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days.
100 days?
That's right. Just a svelte 2,400 hours, and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. After that, you'll be free to return to the peaceful existence you enjoyed so much before this ordeal began.
You mean we can go back to the complex? Is there even a complex for us to return to? Or have those monsters already destroyed it?
No, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invaders attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. Whatever. You've got stowed away in here. Oh, wrong delivery for that. Whatever you got stowed away in here is that... Third time. Whatever you've got stowed away in here is that important to him, huh?
You've told us a lot, but there's one detail you seem determined to keep from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting, and why would losing it mean the end of humanity?
Those are some good questions. Perceptive as always, Shizuhara.
One more thing. If this mission is as important as you say, why would you assign it to such a small group? We're civilians without any significant combat experience. The only one here who can put up a decent fight is me.
You don't hold back, do you?
Another excellent question, and I'd love to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer to go with it. But that's all highly classified information, and so long as even one of you refuses to fight, that's the way it's going to stay.
What? Explain yourself.
If you really want to know more about your mission or why you were chosen for it, there's just one path open to you, Shizuhara. That's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered panty-waists to join in the war effort too.
Now you want them to do your dirty work for you. It's just one underhanded trick after another.
It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains, that's just a fun bonus. My primary goal is to get all of you out there on the battlefield fighting the good fight. The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I need all of you to be in tip-top condition too. Without another word, Siri hopped off his chair and strolled leisurely toward the door. I like his cane and his hat. He suits it. Where are you going? I was gonna go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why? You wanna come watch?
You actually have realistic bodily functions.
I suggest you get an early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after a fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is going to happen.
The next attack.
This wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters, and it won't be the last either. They'll keep coming back to attack the school again and again. Every time we'll have to put our lives on the line and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Will I even be the same person at the end of those 100 days? Where are we supposed to sleep, anyway? You want us all to huddle on the floor together? There's no need for that. I prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop.
Phew. At least we get our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that.
You all at that stage in life after all. If I left you guys alone, you'd be rutting like rabbits in no time. Alright, Siri.
Is that true? Is kinky group sex some kind of rite of passage at this academy? You need to stop taking what he says so seriously, sister dearest.
Go find your rooms, settle in, and think hard about what you're going to do from here on. From here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives. See you later.
What did he mean? What's there to think about?
I think that's his way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it! Do it! Just pretend like you're an anti-PK hunting down Grievous like a boss.
I'm not sure what that means.
Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't flip a switch and go psycho.
We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come right back after.
You know how some people don't ride roller coasters even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe? It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case. You do realise your decision also affects the rest of us. We're being denied important information because of your cowardice.
I know. Pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born.
I don't see why we should be expected to fight in the first place. I like that we didn't really address him. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left up to the science nerds and army jocks?
Right. Why us? I haven't even solved my first mystery yet.
What?
Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kind of tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around.
The lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive this if you don't learn to adapt. I get where Tsubasa is coming from, though. Yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this is real.
Something tells me this little round table we've got here isn't going anywhere. How about we call it a day? After that victory feast, I'm about ready to slip into a food coma.
Same here. Dying really takes it out of you. We really gotta stay here a whole 100 days. We've only been here for one and I'm already sick of the place.
I have my fair share of concerns too. Siri said we were living together. But we're basically prisoners here. Ugh. You sure you're alright? Please don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree, we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow.
What with everything that's happened, I doubt I'll be able to get to sleep.
Oh, and everyone goes.
Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. I should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Is it just me, or is that a really strange place to put them? Yeah, it is a weird place on the roof. Alright. We're the stairs again. Did I just go... Oh no, up here. Thought I went past them. Roof. Roof. No ceiling. That alone was a weird enough sight. The prefab huts intended to serve as our rooms seemed almost normal in comparison. Each hut was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of our the name of one of our group. No doubt about it, this is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Sumino. Oh, okay, thanks. There are a lot more rooms than there are people. I wonder what the others are for. Huh. I didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it. They're probably just spares. Nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this?
This has to be a mistake. This is a travesty, an outrage. What's wrong? My dearest sister and I have been assigned separate rooms. Someone's trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties. You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you?
I think it's fine for us to be apart from now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't going to hurt.
Yeah, maybe we'll trial it for a little bit, Ema, but we'll kind of move towards that. That's what our end goal is. Don't stress too much about it. But I really don't get these two at all. Alright. Can't go that way. That's not a thing. Takimaru. Yuruko. Takumi, that's me. Anyone else down here? Roof north. Nothing to do here right now. Oh, okay. Which one was mine again? This one. Oh! Could have gone down in the middle. I'm sure it just said nothing is there. It's so Danganronpa, isn't it? This is my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. There I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes and climbed into bed without further delay.
Hey!
What the fuck? Phew! Not hey! I hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I lay down, the day's activities seemed to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world and confronted with so many harrowing truths had completely drained me. My average, mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at mercy of forces beyond my control. I was like a tiny rowing boat tossed around on a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep would be a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. If I woke up tomorrow to find it had all been a dream, that would be fine with me. In fact, that was the best case scenario I could imagine. Maybe in the morning everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he leaves for work. Mum would be there, and Karua too. Karua. Day 2.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot! I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead! Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria, on the double!
Sounds pretty tasty, to be fair. What was that? Some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. I hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. I guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble. Oh, we've got to do it like this, okay. Anything else in this room? I guess. Oh, bed. Sometimes I get strange feelings if I lie on the bed for too long. I'm a boy. It's natural. Yeah? Okay. There it is again. A totally open, unobstructed sky. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's like a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling. Like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel normal? No, there's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. Oh, I can go this way now. Oh, okay. That just takes me to the other side. It's fine. I wouldn't have been able to go that way anyway. Here we go.
Music is pretty cool, right? Very jazzy. I love it. Hang on, what floor are we supposed to go to? Oh, just the cafeteria again. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
I know you must be excited about getting to live in an awesome school like this, but don't let your guard down. The invaders are still out there. You soldiers are basically immortal, though, so you've got nothing to fear from them.
Hey!
Right, immortal. What exactly do you mean by that, though? Why does he keep on saying hey? I told you before, didn't I? It's all thanks to our friend, Himoanima. No matter how serious your injuries are, it'll fix you up good as new. Of course, you still have to deal with the pain of fatal injuries, so don't get too complacent. I don't want you getting sloppy out on the battlefield. You gotta fight like your life depends on it every time. This is so crazy, I can barely believe all this is really happening. Can't interrupt with that statue. Okay. Oh, he's here. Alright, everybody, dig right in and get yourself all fueled up! Didn't you hear me? I said dig in! There's no time to worry about proper table manners.
Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again.
Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRC when we had to make do with much less than this.
Brother dearest, please. I don't want to think about that.
Let me guess. If you want anything more substantial, we have to agree to fight.
In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread.
Boring, plain, flavourless dry bread.
Suit yourselves. But there's one more thing I need from you. I'd planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack.
What is it this time?
I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't even seen yet.
It sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the door locks behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out?
Zero escape reference.
If there are, you can go in on your own.
This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you. So once you've finished breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home. Siri out.
I feel like we're being played right into Siri's hands. We're playing right into his hands. But we probably should try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present, let's take a look around. The Rationomatic. Makes any food you want. I wish we had one of these in my school back home. Okay. How do I look at check guide? There we go. Giant refrigerator. At this size, it wouldn't be surprised if someone accidentally got shut inside. Candy-o-matic. How many colours are there in all? Maybe I can pass the time by counting them. What is that? A monitor. These monitors are everywhere. Just like in Danganronpa, my favourite game. I guess we're done, right? Okay. So, if we want to leave, we press B. The boys what? The boys what? Boys bathroom. Window. Bathroom window, nothing more, nothing less. Yet, why am I checking it out? Not an escape plan, no? Okay. Cafeteria. Entrance hall?
Ah, Takumi, you came to check out this area too.
Yeah, what is it? Some kind of entrance hall?
Entrance and exit, of course, even if we left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the walls of flames.
Oh, hello. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so.
Where did you come from?
As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support whenever and wherever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds. Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side. But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting? How? There's machines over there. Go take a look at them. These. What's this? A manual. It's some kind of reference material. I don't think I need to look at it this right now. Okay, fine. Fire extinguisher. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers? Here I am! That's right! I put them here so you can use them to go exploring! You again! Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. With a little help from Himoanima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward. Whoa, wait a minute, you're saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here. Yeah, your plan, Owatsuka, had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Just ruins. You might find yourself bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can still use in the old towns. That's if the invaders don't get you first. There's invaders out there. Oh sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire's out there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside school grounds. It's a dangerous business going out the door and into the unknown. And we're a long, long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. He could be lying to you, Takumi. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair, like in Danganronpa. I'm sure you can find a more productive use of your time. Like focusing on protecting the school and by extension humanity for the next 99 days and ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want this story to have a happy ending, don't you? Siri out. So beyond the wall is just ruins. At least we have hope now. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home. Huh? When you're listening just now, Siri said we're too far away from the complex to make it on our own. I wouldn't put too much stock in everything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that? There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us. Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Ito's determined to defy Siri to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure what he's making, whether he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard. Alright. Fire extinguisher's there. Let's see what this manual says. It contains tips for exploring outside the school, but I don't have time to look at it right now. Are those shoe lockers? Maybe makes this place look like a real school. Shoe lockers. A2. There's still so much we don't understand. Take this school, for instance. Why is it so different from a regular school? Why make it a school in the first place? It seems unnatural. Yeah, I know what you mean. With all these questions still unanswered, there's no way I can follow Siri's orders. I'm not necessarily saying I'd join the fight if he did tell us everything either. For all we know, he could just feed us more lies. Whatever it takes, I swear I'll find a way out. And not just for me. I'll get us all out of here. It'd be great if we could find an escape route, but where would we even start looking? And supposing we could, would running from this fight be the right thing to do? Oh, I like this. Hello. Hello. Alright, I guess we're going back. Yeah? So not entrance hall. So we've gone to the entrance hall. Check the first floor strange room. Oh, boys' bathroom. Classroom. That's not on our list. Anything interesting in here? Bum 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 bum. No. Bum bum bum. Where's the first floor strange room? Not this. Hello, Shoma.
Yes, is there something wrong? Oh, I'm in your way, aren't I? I'm sorry. I should know better than to take up valuable breathing space.
It's fine, Shoma. You're not in the way. I just wanted to talk to you.
I'm warning you. Talking to a feeble-minded dweeb like me will only leave you worn out and frustrated. Not to mention how your reputation will suffer from being seen with me. Unpopularity as profound as mine might be contagious, you know. You're really better off ignoring me like everyone else. Don't think of me as a person. Think of me as a pile of garbage that randomly makes noises every now and then.
I kind of spaced out partway through what he was saying. I think it boiled down to don't talk to me, though. Alright. Strange room.
Here.
What the? Oh, it's you, Darumi. What are you doing alone in the dark in here? Aren't the lights working?
It looks like they're not, but it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain.
I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. Oh, okay. So is this the regeneration room? Inspect mysterious device. Strange machine. Shows a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does.
Oh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world.
Like virtual reality?
They're so advanced you get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home.
Sounds a little too good to be true.
Sounds like this one's broken though. Just like me, I've tried every button and switch I could find, but it won't turn on.
Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does?
Of course not! I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I?
Whoa, why is she so angry all of a sudden?
Unless I can get Siri to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is going to be just that. A fantasy.
Now she's crying. I can't keep up with this girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take Darumi's word for it. Okay, we've done that. And there's a monitor. I guess we'll speak to Darumi.
It's really starting to sink in. Being made immortal is such a tragic fate. Dying to bring everyone together. Dying to provide a moment of gratuitous gore. Dying to finally be free of the pain. All I have, all those options, have been taken away from me. Sheesh, what gives? If everyone behind this was gonna kidnap us anyway, forcing us into a killing game's the least they could do.
She might be my favourite. She's kind of funny. Okay, so second floor, training room. Where's the training room? Get away from those twins. They freak me out. Don't like them. What's that? Bathroom. Ah! Classroom. Training room? Yes. Who's in here? Yes! This room, it said training room on the door, but it looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here? Okay. Kunrun. All these machines just look like arcade games to me. Remarkable, sir. You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste. Well, stop jumping out at me like that. This is the Academy's state-of-the-art VR training machine. I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is just so last century, am I right? That's why we developed these machines to help you hone your skills using your neural impulses and our cutting-edge technology. I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us? Your hemoanima gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony. You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session.
Hey.
Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay? Okay. Alright, Siri, thank you. What's in my pants is none of your business, you little pervert. I like that he farts and then leaves every time he goes. VR training, I've got to admit. I'm kind of curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later. Can I give it a try now? These VR training machines can be used to hone our battle skills, apparently. Will playing a game really make us stronger? Maybe I'll give it a try later. Okay, I guess not. And what's this? Upgrade class weapon? Looks like something from an old video game arcade. How are we supposed to train with this? Okay. Takimaru, hello.
Hey, Takumi. You've been checking out this place too, right?
Yeah, a little.
The more I see of it, the less I like it. Who's in charge of the decor here? There ain't a shred of class in this whole damn school! There's the leopard print sofas, the hot pink drapes, the gilded doorknobs. Is that so much to ask? Where is that?
Is that his idea of class? Okay, we can leave now, I guess? Yeah, we can leave. So now we gotta go up the stairs to the infirmary. Leave those guys. They'll only say something gross. It's not really her fault, it's his fault, isn't it? Toilets. Another statue. Defense room. Defense room door? This isn't where we're supposed to go, right? Is it? Oh. I guess it must be. What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of this school were all pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. We need the fire extinguishers. What do you think about this? Haruko? Tell me, what was it that made you decide to fight after all? Well, once Siri started talking about people we care about being in danger, it didn't feel like I had much of a choice. So you did it to protect those close to you. How very... normal. Normal? Yeah, I guess so. How about you, Haruko? We're not talking about me here. But it was okay for her to ask me. Maybe I should try a different approach. Then, can you tell me how you got so strong? You're clearly on a whole different level compared to the rest of us. It's nothing so remarkable, really. With things as they are now, I prefer not to talk about it. What do you mean with things as they are now? I said I don't want to talk about it. She shut me down again. It's hard work getting anything out of this girl. I probably shouldn't press her any further. I definitely don't want to end up on her bad side. Alright, here we go. Open the fucking door, man. Okay, here we go. This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire in front of it. The undying flames. I thought so, but why are they here inside the school? To stop anyone from opening the door, I imagine. If it's that important, then... Yes, whatever's behind this door is the thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'd ever find out? We'll ever find out. We could try breaking the door down ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Siri will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something they have to come to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up, or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario. What do you mean? Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others onto the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary. It sounds like she has something in mind already.
She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? We may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Haruko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. Alright. So, this is the defense room. So we have been here, that is on our list. Wall of fire. This door looks pretty solid, it's also protected by a layer of undying flames. With security this tight, there's no doubting that whatever's on the other side is incredibly important. It has to be the thing the invaders are trying to steal so they can wipe out humanity. What could be capable of that kind of destruction? What are we protecting here? Let's get out of here. Okay, so we're looking for an infirmary, and we're looking for a war room. That's a toilet. Why does that happen? Why does that need to happen? I mean, it only just occurred to me that that's a weird thing, because it's assuming that it's just me that's walking. Like, it just takes up the whole corridor, doesn't it? It's so weird. Those other people in the school are just gonna get crushed by that thing. Okay, what else we got? Infirmary. Sure. Let's do that first. This must be the infirmary. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. Although I guess that could apply to any part of this school. Inspect corpse oh, okay, so this is where they get recovered. So what is that other thing then? Oh, this is just where they pick them up. I'm assuming. This machine. It's the same flying coffin that rescued Darumi from the battlefield, so he called it a corpse recovery something.
When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve the body. That's what the manual says anyway.
It's all completely automatic, huh?
Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died. Wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary.
And once it gets here?
You see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a Revivomatic. It's got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state, and then we're alive again. Just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands. Tsubasa really gets the chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. It sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism. It uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the Hino Anima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, Hino Anima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly?
Maybe we'll find out more about it someday.
Not unless me and the other holdouts...
Oh, I see. Holdout as in someone that holds out.
Agree to fight. 2. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who is in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us?
Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. Now, have we done it? Just gotta go to the war room now. Oh. Where's the war room? What's that? Oh, connecting hallway. War room. We found it. Okay, well, we've got Siri over there. Defense system. What's this machine here? It looks important. I wonder whether Siri's going to be a robot. That controls the school's central defense system. Is the core of the entire Last Defense Academy experience. Without this, there's no early warning sign, no defense barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing. It controls battle functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of this school up and running without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff. It's all completely automatic, huh?
Whoa, whoa, I can tell what you're thinking. If it's all automatic, what do we need Siri for? Well, my role here is just as important as the computers. No one can motivate you or affect your morale like I can.
He's right about that, but not in the way he thinks. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hey there, Samino. How's your exploration of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer, think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move. But in a fun way.
He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyway? Does he care about saving humanity like he says, or does he have some kind of ulterior motive?
Oh, did you come here for another explanation of what your hemo anima can do? This power is the key to your success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics.
Do I need to know that?
Sure. The hemotomorphic infusion blade you all carry, infuses for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab it into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into superhuman hemoanima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into a physical form, you all gain access to your class armor and class weapons. A class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strengths, each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your hemoanima for the first time should also have unlocked your specialist skills. These are additional abilities like a wide array of applications. With a wide array of applications, I apologize. Learning to use them strategically will make you a better fighter than ever.
Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind?
Don't get so hung up on the details. Surrender to the heat of the battle and yell, "I am thou," or Oreo, or something, and just go with it. And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant.
But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen?
All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight, but not before.
I guess I should have seen that coming.
One more thing, while you're here, want me to go over the undying flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it'll hurt you just as bad if you get too close.
I think we've got it. I think I don't need to see the thing about the wall of flames.
Look, you can skip the dialogue if you want, but at least pretend to listen.
That's kind of funny.
True to their name, the undying flames never run out of fuel and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. Or normal means, that would be fine. However, the flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people on the inside that would get burned to a crisp.
They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules. Are they magic or something?
The undying flame barrier has a radius of a little over half a mile. Oops, what did I miss? With the academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick. 30 feet thick, blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least that was the case. More recently, the enemies has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let you all know it's time for battle.
So when the alarm goes off, the enemy is already on their way.
The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that the means of getting through the flames takes time to prepare or recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns, though. You should assume the next attack could come at any time. One more thing. The wall goes so high, but there's no danger of anything flying in. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down again. The undying flames act with a will of their own to keep this school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for.
I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I'd get any answers. I've got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now.
Technically, the fiery hand has a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible.
Well, so long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should be fine. Alright, you've made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? What are we protecting here? I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once you get the non-fighters to start fighting. Ding dong, bing bong.
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going? I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
Alright, back to the cafeteria. I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I've pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. Gotta go down to the cafeteria. Here he is. Hi, Siri. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it as wonderful? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your lives here?
There's no way we'd feel that good about it.
Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long, and there's more important things at stake than your personal comfort.
Why even ask us if we're ultimately going to discount, if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions anyway?
You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet. But don't worry, it's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward.
Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting?
Alright. We are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule. We don't have one here. Surprise!
What? No schedule?
Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit.
So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Shit. Man, you should have led with that.
Don't tell me you're actually buying into this.
It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here.
I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave.
If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna check it out and run from the fight anyway, right?
Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting.
It's your fault we're all so on edge.
You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences, so naturally, you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is so unique you're as unique as a snowflake. And that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable.
Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future, but if the school fails, or falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. That's who they are, just in case you forgot. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your heart. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope.
Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair.
Oh?
You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause. We've got no guarantee that's really what we'd be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know that it's not actually something more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention, the hemoanima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it. Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth.
We've been over this before, man. You said you'd only tell us if you guys agreed to fight.
And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth.
We're going around in circles so much it's making me feel dizzy.
Yeah. We won't make any progress like this. Alright? If it's the truth you want, then that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything.
You're gonna tell us? Just like that?
Oh.
I never meant to keep the truth from you for all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you. But it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story.
And you really tell us the truth? The whole truth? And nothing but the truth?
The game's already ahead of me. And nothing but the truth. Or at least, I'd like to, but this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. What say we table this discussion until tomorrow?
So there are more people involved in this than just you. We'll expect you to tell us about them too.
I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll tell you what the brass says.
Hey.
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. A quick guff and he's out. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arm, Siri disappeared.
Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy.
But he still has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If you learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines.
No excuses.
We'll see what happens after we learn what Siri has to say. We can all talk it out and decide on the best course of action then.
Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on.
You're hilarious, Mr. Maruko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow.
Shut up. I bet you don't either.
With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms.
And that's that.
Tomorrow morning, Siri will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? And I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that. Got Hagrid on me, she's like really clambering on me. What's up? You good girl. I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that.
Bing bong.
It's a weird monitor.
Ready, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
I wonder whether they're going to attack at night at any point.
Well then, good night.
So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one. I thought it'd be much longer. A much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know. It probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Siri. For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep. Karua. This is a memory, is it?
Come on. Don't cry.
Come on. It's words of comfort right there. Stop it. Don't do that. That's not cool.
If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
Because he's upset. You can be upset and go to heaven. What are you talking about? Takumi's an idiot. We were only in kindergarten back then. Karua's dad had just died. He and Karua were driving around over to her mum's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. A security alert had sounded and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter.
Karua's dad swerved to avoid someone and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over on the driver's seat, from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time and Karua survived. But her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, Karua was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's gone. I'll never see him again.
Karua? Don't cry anymore, okay? I know your daddy's gone, but
I'll be your daddy from now on.
I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have
Second time that's happened.
You're too little, Taki. You can't be a daddy.
Maybe, but
You're more of a twink.
I'm just glad you're okay, Karua. That your
And
daddy
she's clearly not
protected
okay.
But I'm not okay.
That's what I said.
I got this big cut right across my tummy.
Aw.
The doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up.
Well, that's going to be your memory of your dad, so you'll never forget him.
I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
I'll be your daddy then.
I'll marry you someday, Karua. Then you'll never have to be alone. I'll always be there to protect you.
You'll protect me?
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry. Whatever happens, I'll protect you.
What's the binking noise?
No matter
Karua.
what. I promise.
Taki. Thank you.
You idiot!
I think I'm going to be alright now. You promised. So you gotta do it. Okay?
That's right. I made a promise. I promised to protect Karua no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karua safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. Uh-oh. Oh, is it? These like altered memories. Interesting. Interesting. I like that noise. Buddy bomb. Okay, enough of that. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat and my heart was racing. Like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. No. Not a nightmare. A memory. A childhood memory of Karua and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? Are these going to be fake memories? I wonder what Karua's doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. To think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person, or did they assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Siri about that too.
Huh?
Sheesh. I'm wide awake now and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. Alright, I guess we're doing that. Nice shower. I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. Hot. I look great. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning. But somehow, something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore.
I wonder if this is a side effect from using hemoanima.
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
What am I doing? This is stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. As soon as I got outside... the scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
Where'd you hear about stars, Takumi? The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying. But in a way it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I'd never felt before.
I wonder what Kadoa would say if she saw this.
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky.
It looks so close. Is that another planet?
No. Not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I've read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Moon. Is that... Huh? All of a sudden I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. Interesting that was censored. Whoa, what the fuck? Hello? Who? You're on fire! No, not quite. It wasn't a person, more like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire either. They were undying flames. Hello. The way its mouth is moving. Is it talking? I can't hear a thing though.
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my question seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. Is that supposed to be me? It's not the right hair colour. Trying to work out what it says on... something on the uniform. I don't know whether it's blood on the uniform or some kind of image. Whoa. Okay, and it's gone. The next moment it disappeared into thin air. Okay, well that was weird. Can't save yet. Huh? What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me, was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. But what was it trying to say? And why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there, dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed waiting for the morning announcement. Day 3. Bing bong.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Do I prefer Siri over Monokuma? No, but I can see why I would like him. I feel like he might grow on me. Morning's finally here. Should I tell everyone about what I saw last night? Would they believe me? I'm not sure I even believe it really happened. They might just write it off as a dream or say I'm going crazy. I'll think about it later. I'll think about that later. Today's the day Siri's going to tell us the truth. I can decide what to do about that ghost boy afterwards. We were supposed to meet up in the war room, right? Alright, and we can save it, so that means it's going to be an end of this episode of 100 Line. What's it called? Anyway, we're going to see this next one on Borderline Games. Thanks for watching this episode of The 100 Line.
Last Defense Academy, something like that. We'll see you next time. We're going to find out more about this ghost, more about the truth about the Last Defense Academy, and a bunch of other stuff. It's going to be great. I'll see you then. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.